This video walks through the process of expanding the /home partition on an on-prem Orchestrator and is relevant to any version of Orchestrator deployed on a hypervisor. This particular video focuses on ESXi 6.0 using the vSphere web client, but the process is essentially the same for other ESXi versions and fundamentally other hypervisor platforms as well. Before we begin, please note the following warnings. There is a risk that this procedure could cause disk corruption, although a VM snapshot should mitigate this risk. Always take an Orchestrator backup prior to any partition modifications. You will not be able to expand the disk provision size if a VM snapshot is present. The steps we go through indicate the appropriate time to take the snapshot. There are quite a few steps to go through, but most of them are preparation steps. The actual partition resize takes just a few clicks. Let's begin. Download the current version of the GParted ISO image. Upload this ISO to your hypervisor data store to make it available to the VM. SSH or console to your Orchestrator. Log in as admin. Run df-h. Note the output scene. Elevate to super user privileges, su-. Enter the root password. Gracefully shut down. Shutdown -h now. Once shutdown is complete and the VM powered off, ensure there are no snapshots present. Click on the Orchestrator VM and click Edit Settings. Edit Hard Disk 1 and increase the disk size as desired. We suggest doubling capacity to allow for future expansion. Click on CD/DVD Drive 1 and choose Data Store ISO file on the right. Browse to the location of the GParted ISO image you uploaded earlier. Tick Connect at Power On. To ensure that the Orchestrator boots from CD-ROM, select the VM Options tab at the top, and under Boot Options, tick the box next to Force BIOS Setup. Click Save. Now take your VM snapshot. Next, power on the Orchestrator VM. Open the VM console and click into it. You should see the BIOS screen there. Use the right cursor key to select the boot menu, cursor down to CD-ROM drive, and use the plus key to move it to the top of the list. Press F10 to save and exit, and enter to confirm. The GNOME Partition Editor menu should now be on screen. Press Enter to boot GParted. If you have trouble with the UI not loading, reset the VM and choose Other modes of GParted Live, then GParted Live, Safe Graphics Settings VGA = normal, and press Enter. Press Enter if you see Don't Touch Keymap. Choose your language, or press Enter to continue in US English. Press Enter when you're asked which mode you want to choose. The GParted UI should now appear and show you a list of partitions. /home is stored on the SD-WAN partition. Select the SD-WAN partition, right-click and choose Resize/Move. Drag the right sidebar all the way to the right. The free space following will become 0. Click the Resize/Move button to confirm. To begin the expansion of SD-WAN, click on the Apply All Operations green tick button on the toolbar. Click on Apply to begin the resize operation. The time needed to expand the partition will vary depending on many factors, including host CPU and disk I/O performance in particular. The UI shows progress in real time. Once the resize has completed, you'll see a Close button appear. Click it now. GParted displays the newly resized partition layout. click on the top left menu item GParted, Quit. You can now power off the VM using the vSphere menu. Edit the Orchestrator VM settings and untick Connect at Power On for the CD-ROM device. Power up the Orchestrator VM. After logging in via SSH or the console, you can enter df-h to confirm /home now has more capacity. This concludes the partition resize process. If you are satisfied that the Orchestrator is operating normally, please delete the snapshot to prevent someone accidentally reverting to it. Thanks for watching.